What's up, everybody? In this video, we're going to explore the topic of using artificial intelligence to help you code. One thing I love about teaching is it allows me to learn new things. I've started to use AI to help me code, and I feel it's a great tool that speeds up my workflow. However, as I've used it, I've noticed that it's not perfect. For the following set of lessons, I'm using the free versions of software, and I'm going to try two of the most popular AIs, Claude and ChatGPT. To compare Claude and ChatGPT, I'm going to use some of the content we created in the previous set of lessons, specifically using the Arduino LED matrix. We'll take the sketch from our first lesson and make the Arduino display a heart shape for 1 second and then 2 squares for 1 second. Before going too far, one thing that is important is the topic of prompting. Providing the AI as much information as possible will ensure better results. If you're not super clear with something, it will make assumptions. Our prompt will be, write code for an Arduino UNO R4 Wi-Fi. Create code that will display a heart on the LCD screen for 1 second, and then display 2 squares on the screen for 1 second. I've pasted this into the video description if you want to test it for yourself, or use another AI. Let's start with Claude. Cut and paste the prompt and see what you get. This looks pretty good. Claude knows that the Arduino has a built-in LCD, and it is using the proper Arduino LED matrix library. It has loaded the Adafruit GFX library for some reason. There's one other difference. When Claude created the arrays for the heart and the square, it is using a different data type. Upload the code to the Arduino, and let's see what happens. We're displaying some images on the screen, but they don't look like a heart. So if we can ask it to redraw the heart and see what we get. Upload the code from the response. Still no good. If you look at the response from Claude, there is one thing that jumps out. It thinks the LED matrix on the Arduino is 8 by 8, but it's 8 by 12. Maybe that's what's causing the problem. Let's see if it will fix the shapes. Upload our new code and let's see. Still no good. This back and forth illustrates one of the major considerations when using an AI to program: ambiguity. The heart and squares definitions are pretty loose. While I was hoping to get something that looked more like a heart, I did technically get some squares, or shapes. To fix this, let's provide Claude with sample code we want to incorporate into our project. Copy and paste the heart and squares arrays into a new prompt. Now the result we get from Claude is identical to the code we wrote in a previous lesson. Very cool. Let's try ChatGPT and see what we get using the same prompt. This code is using an external LCD screen. If we look at the libraries, it loads the same Adafruit GFX library that Claude originally wanted to load. I'm not going to try and upload this because it's not really close to what I'm looking for. Let's see if it can use the Arduino LED matrix library. Add another prompt asking ChatGPT to use the proper library. Similar to Claude, it is assuming we have an 8 by 8 grid. If we try and upload this code, it throws an error. Let's see if we can fix the size of the grid. Nope. Let's try providing ChatGPT with the actual library. Nope. Let's give it a hint that it needs to create an instance of the Arduino LED matrix class. That works, but it's calling functions that aren't part of the library. Let's try removing those. Nope. Okay, I'm going to give up on ChatGPT for this exercise. Let's pause for a moment and look at the process for both. In both cases, I started with the same prompt and got a piece of code. When we prompted the AI, it was using the knowledge and information it had to write the code. Claude knew that the Arduino UNO R4 Wi-Fi has a built-in LED. ChatGPT did not. This was a big difference between the two. In both cases, I had to be the one to know how to adjust my thinking and send additional prompts to the AI to rewrite the code. So far, from my experience using AI to help me code, having some knowledge of what you're asking the AI to do and some understanding of what it is sending you is important. Each time I got a piece of code, I uploaded it and tested it. It required me to troubleshoot. Both AIs were not perfect, but using Claude for this exercise was much smoother. Let's do one more thing to illustrate a point with the AIs. So the AI wants to be helpful and will always give you an answer to your prompt. In fact, as we saw with both, they were helpful and confident that they got it right every time, although we knew that they didn't. This can sometimes be a problem. There's a term called hallucinating with regards to AI. This is when a response generated contains false or misleading information, but is provided to you as fact. This is why I would say that it's important to have a base knowledge of the code you are creating if you're going to use an AI as a programming assistant. Remember, while AI is a powerful tool, it is just that, a tool. It's not a replacement for hands-on coding practice. The goal for using AI as a coding tool is to enhance your understanding and problem-solving skills, not to rely solely on AI-generated solutions. At the end of this video, you should be able to use an AI to help you create code for the Arduino UNO R4 Wi-Fi LED matrix using Claude. ChatGPT, that one didn't work.